Dungeons & Dragons is pushing ahead with its Keys from the Golden Vault release, but are fans willing to forgive and forget?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
As Wizards of the Coast tries to put the whole OGL debacle behind them, they're returning to the business of selling D&D books. Today, Wizards of the Coast revealed some new details about Keys from the Golden Vault, and released a free preview, to D&D Beyond account holders at least, of their upcoming adventure anthology. Now, while the promotional work for Keys from the Golden Vault wasn't nearly as exuberant as last year's Journeys from the Radiant Citadel, it also wasn't met with nearly as much vitriol as what some folks may have thought. Sure, Reddit has a bit of skepticism about the product, and yes, some negative comments did manage to sneak by the filters on what has to be a heavily moderated YouTube video promoting the new release. But it seems like some fans are ready to return back to something of a new normal when it comes to Dungeons & Dragons.
A quick editor's note here. As we were recording this, the D&D Beyond website went down for over an hour in the middle of the launch of Keys from the Golden Vault. And of course, the Twitter comments on this have been full of OGL backlash and statements about OGL and demands that the people behind it be fired still. So while some fans may have moved back to D&D Beyond, it's still clear that others have a lot of resentment towards the company and the actions they took in the wake of the leaked OGL 1.1. And now, back to Christian.
Now, before we jump in and talk about the fan reaction to this, let's actually talk about Keys from the Golden Vault. What is in this new adventure anthology? Keys from the Golden Vault will contain 13 adventures for level 1 to 11 characters. Now, the Golden Vault isn't a location, it's actually an organization, a new organization within D&D lore that is apparently associated with metallic dragons and is located on one of the outer planes that sends out missions via magic keys. Operatives place these keys into a music box to receive details about their mission. Now, Amanda Hammond, which was one of the lead designers of the book, said that she drew some inspiration from Leverage, the TV show, and that all the heists were meant to help, even if they did involve some illegalities. Now, 12 of the adventures involve setting neutral locations that can be dropped into any campaign. The 13th adventure, which actually can be viewed now for free on D&D Beyond, is set in Revel's End, the prison designed for the D&D movie and that previously appeared in Rime of the Frost Maiden. That's right, Keys from the Golden Vault serves as a tie-in of sorts for the movie. There's even a new suspicion mechanic that explains when guards will notice something is going wrong and explains how they react to it, which is actually really useful for DMs who have to go through the entire heist planning and counter-planning process. Now, as we mentioned before, the reaction to today's news was a bit muted, but in general, the anthologies have attracted less attention than some of the full-length campaign books or the campaign setting books. In fact, what drew more controversy than the book announcement itself was D&D Beyond changing its logo to a circular vault door with a bee on it. The Golden Vault door, which came from the alternate cover of Keys from the Golden Vault, combined with a stylized bee, looked a little too Bitcoiny for some fans' tastes, and D&D Beyond is getting roasted on social media as a result. Now, we will add that the D&D design team and a lot of really great freelancers were involved with this book. We're not here to tell you to buy the book or not to buy the book. You're adults. You don't need a YouTube channel telling you how to spend your money. Anyways, if you want to run some heists, Keys from the Golden Vault comes out in February. Also, there's Blades in the Dark if you don't want to play D&D but want to run some heists, or if you can find a copy, there's a Leverage RPG that uses the Cortex system. Let us know if you're going to buy Keys from the Golden Vault in the comments section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.